Alright, so here I am out in the middle of the desert. I don't know if it's the desert air or the sand, but my sinuses are all messed up and my throat's not much better either. So I will be relying heavily on narration track for this one.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
And I think I'm probably a little bit dehydrated too.
Sorry, can't help you there. This environment can be a bit unforgiving, despite its enigmatic beauty. And the archaeological site of Caral definitely seems to possess a power to draw you in deeper. But before we get started into this adventure, I feel the need to go back and show you how I got here in the first place. Located a few hours north of Lima, the long drive consisted of miles and miles of desert, and then some more desert. Upon arrival, the car had to be left behind, and I now proceeded to be stuffed into the back of whatever this thing was. Now, it is time to endure a really bumpy ride through, you guessed it, yet another stretch of desert. And I really don't recommend taking this type of treacherous journey with a full bladder. But fortunately, there are restrooms up ahead at the site. Now that we have finally arrived at the Welcome Center, you'll not only find those extremely important restrooms, but also a place to pick up a bottle of water, a souvenir, and a little bit of info on what you're about to experience. And now, as we leave all those comforts behind, we'll head out into the desert sands to explore a history long past. You will often hear Caral referred to as the Sacred City. At around 5,000 years old, it is currently cited as the oldest civilization in the Americas, although that is currently up for debate as new evidence continues to arise from other nearby locations. This archaeological site displays an excellent example of ancient city planning. It is claimed that Caral once had around 3,000 inhabitants, with the surrounding area being home to 20,000 or more. This demonstrates the probability of a complex social structure. You may ask, why would someone have chosen the harsh desert landscape to implement this type of urban design? Well, it is simple. Caral is located in the Supe River Valley. The people who settled this area are locally called the Caral-Supe, but you may also hear them referred to as the Norte Chico civilization. This river allowed for the development of irrigation, which was necessary for advancements in agriculture. This pre-Incan civilization was also pre-ceramic. So without ceramics, how did they cook? Evidence shows that plant materials such as gourds could be stuffed with food and placed into a hearth-top device such as this. The opening at the bottom was then used to adjust the heat by controlling airflow. It has been determined that Caral was a center for commerce. So what were they trading anyway? Evidence shows that agricultural endeavors included the growing of cotton to produce textiles and nets. These nets were traded with nearby coastal villages for fishing. Various ecofacts found on this site include shells and the remains of fish. There is also evidence of plant matter that comes from the Andes, and even as far away as the Amazon region, indicating a very wide range of trade. Throughout this site, there has also been evidence recovered of herbal medicines and wind instruments carved from the bones of various species of birds and mammals. You will notice several stone pyramids located here, and these actually date to around the same time as those found in Egypt. Here we have a sundial, which indicates the measurement of time based on astronomical observation. And this could have been yet one more tool used in optimization of agricultural practices. Keep in mind, this is still an active archaeological site, so you may get to witness a bit of excavating taking place to uncover important clues to the history and eventual decline of Caral. Researchers have claimed that this ancient urban center only lasted a few hundred years. So what happened to Caral? El Niño weather events have always been a factor in this part of the world, and it seems this settlement may have been abandoned with the expectation of one day returning. Though the citizens may have left, the cultural foundations would not be lost, but rather go on to inspire the future of the region's other civilizations. And we'll be exploring many of those too in upcoming videos. Stick around.